It's the Christmas season 2022, and we're putting our house together, putting our decorations up. We both really like Christmas a lot. One of my favorite Christmas traditions is watching the 1988 television special, Pee-wee's Christmas Special. Mike Dorsey and I did a podcast about it a few years ago, or a couple of years ago, or a year ago, whichever it was, going over the whole thing minute by minute. It is absolutely one of my favorite television programs ever made. I think it's probably an hour, the best hour of television ever produced. Now, it's kind of funny, Lawrence Fishburne is in this. He plays...
Hey! Where'd he go? I fooled you with my mystery tracks in the snow!
I met Lawrence Fishburne at a theater in Los Angeles. He was doing a show, and afterwards people were showing up and asking him to autograph all that Matrix stuff. And he was like, yeah. And I pulled this out, and he's like, he got so excited. So I asked him to autograph it. He was just really thrilled that somebody wasn't coming up with that. So this is my Lawrence Fishburne autograph Pee-wee's Christmas Special. But when I saw this the first time, I got turned on to the Del Rubio Triplets. And the Del Rubio Triplets, if you haven't seen them, were a spectacle. I mean, they're all dead now. 3 girls, 3 guitars, that was their thing. White go-go boots, senior citizens, nicest ladies ever. And they just traveled around in their car, drove themselves around and entertained. They were just really, really nice ladies. And I got to see them in concert once at a bar called Berlin in Chicago. And then I got to spend a little bit of time with them afterwards and talk to them. And they traveled around really for gas money. I mean, they went to senior citizen homes and entertained. And after the Pee-wee's Christmas Special, they booked them on other TV shows like The Golden Girls and Night Court and things like that. And they have sort of a cult following after that. But will always be the Pee-wee's Christmas Special for me. Now, a couple of years ago, Del Rubio Triplets are one of my sort of eBay searches. It comes up every day. Anything new that comes up with the Del Rubio Triplets, I get. And one day, their wigs became available. And I thought, oh my God, I have to have their wigs. That would be like one of the coolest things. The first thing I bought was one of their costumes. I think it was Edie's costume or Millie's costume, one of their stage costumes. And I thought, oh, I have that. That's pretty cool. And I got their kazoos. Oh, that's... I forgot I had their kazoos. But then their wigs became available. I thought, I've got to buy their wigs. So I bought their wigs. And they just ratty old wigs. They weren't styled or anything like that. But they were the Del Rubio Triplets wigs. Then their hats became available. The hats that they wore in Pee-wee's Christmas Special.
Yeah, it's the heavenly intonations of the Del Rubio Triplets. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight. We're walking in the winter wonderland. Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. We sing the love song as we go along. We're walking in the winter wonderland. In the meadow with the no snowman. That pretended to get more alone. She'll say, are you married? You'll say no. Job when you're in town. Later on,
I bought the hats, I bought the wigs, and I thought I have these ratty wigs and these stupid hats. What am I going to do with them? So I reached out to Jaymes Mansfield. Jaymes Mansfield is a huge celebrity in the drag world, and one of his specialities is designing wigs. He'll do Ronnie Spector's wig, or he'll do, Bouffant wigs. He designs celebrity wigs, certain iconic celebrity hairstyles. So I reached out to Jaymes and I thought, maybe you could do something with these. And I asked him if I could send him the Del Rubio Triplets wigs, and he was overjoyed to get them and did a whole video on restyling the Del Rubio Triplets wigs.
Now, a friend of mine, Scott Michaels, who ran the Dearly Departed tours back in LA, he sent me these to style because he got a hold of. I'll just open this up and show you. It is a wig inside bubble wrap and a hat. Yes. Okay, so let's take a look at these. These are actually the wigs that they wore, and he told me they need some love. They're hard front wigs, and oh yeah, from the looks of it, they could use some love. Upon further inspection, it looks like some of the springs might need to get tightened on the curls because they have lost their luster over the years. Like some of it has just gone completely flat, as you can see. I'm just going to recurl this hair. Okay, great. It took a curl and it looks like it's coming together how it looked in the picture. All right, looks like the teasing is working in my favor so far. All right, now this one I'm going to stop with. Let's take our Santa hat. Oh my God. I'm proud of myself. Like that came out really good. Like that's how their hair looked.
Now, last year, after the wigs were styled and James sent them back to me after his video came out, I took the wigs to Holy Cross Cemetery, where the Del Rubios are actually buried. And, well, you're going to see the result of that. So the wigs have been in storage since last year, and I figured I'd pull them out and show them to you guys. These are the wig boxes that they've been stored in, and there's always going to be a story. The pink one came from our friend Rick Gallagher, who was Rick the Undertaker. He gave me this. These two wig boxes came from Jane Withers' estate sale. Jane Withers, the actress, the personality, the Hollywood collector. She was collecting stuff long before anyone was doing, even before Debbie Reynolds was doing it. And we loved Josephine the plumber. So these two wig, I got them dirt cheap at her house too, at her garage sale. In fact, here's another thing I got from there. This is a Christmas angel. It's relevant because it's Christmas time. This is a Christmas angel I bought at Jane Withers' estate sale, and underneath it, it's autographed. It says. It says from Jane, from her special friend of 75 years, dated 2015, Ann Blythe. The actress Ann Blythe autographed this to Jane Withers. So from Mildred Pierce to Jane Withers to our house.
You think just because you made a little money you can get a new hairdo and some expensive clothes and turn yourself into a lady. But you can't. Because you'll never be anything but a common frump whose father lived over a grocery store and whose mother took in washing.
And I just got this out because I forgot I even had it. This is from Dawn Wells' house, Marianne from Gilligan's Island. These are our regular Christmas decorations. So I'll show you what's in these, how these wigs look now, and I'll show you the way they looked when we took them to the cemetery. I can't believe we didn't get kicked out of the cemetery. So here's, I don't know which ones are which. There's Millie, Elena, and Edie Del Rubio.
That looks so creepy pulling the
I
head out
know,
of the box
I know.
with a face.
Because we printed up their faces. And, oh look, oh my God, I still get a real bobby pin. I still get, my mind so is blown by the way that we own the Del Rubio's heads. It's sick. No, it's not sick, it's wonderful. I wish I could remember which one was which. Oh, they actually did pretty well, didn't they, Troy?
Yeah.
Considering it's been a year and they've been in storage, and we tried really hard to keep them looking good. I mean, to be delicate with them, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, her face fell off.
It's just a thumb.
It's like Westworld. It's very Westworld. Oh, look at this. Jane Withers luggage tag. I mean, what is this? You know, how many people have the Del Rubio heads and Jane Withers wig boxes in our house? So here they are. Culver City, California, the Del Rubio triplets. And then I'm going to show you how we display them in our house. God bless the Del Rubio triplets. Thank you so much for watching this video. A special thank you to the people who are sponsoring my page by Patreon or the PayPal link below. Ann Meyer, Dale Scarzett, Matthew Henriksen, thank you so much. My buddy Christian from the Grave Time YouTube channel, Karen Krasanovich, Spencer Cox, Laura Whitford, and Nick. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for your attention. Happy New Year. You heard me.